Welcome to New York Jets touchdown in Texas. My name is Jeff. Welcome back. I appreciate your support. Any new people to the channel, please subscribe down below. And also, everybody, please hit that like button down there. Please show me some love. Hit that like button, comment, do all that good stuff. Okay, I appreciate it. All right. Before I go into the video today, just gonna wish everybody happy Memorial Day. I haven't put a video out over the weekend because I was working the whole weekend. I do hockey official referee. I'm a hockey referee. And it was a big tournament in Houston. Like all these teams from all over the country comes down, all adult teams, and they all play a tournament. So I was Friday, Saturday, Sunday. I was just working full, just in the morning to night. So, but it was good. And so just want to wish, it's Monday, Memorial Day. Just wish everybody happy Memorial Day. My son's in the military. He's in the Army, 5 years almost. So yeah, he's doing good, and I'm really proud of him and everything like that. And he's serving the country and protecting us, and you got to thank everybody, military people, whenever you see them, because it's a job. It's not a high paying job, and it's tough work, and and you get shipped out all the time. Like he's going to South Korea pretty soon, so it's a dangerous job. So I appreciate all the soldiers, including my son, and I give them all the props. All right, and so now this video is I'm going to get into. It's going to be about Sauce. Sauce. His real name is Ahmad Gardner, but his nickname, the game nickname Sauce, nickname came from his youth football coach, Curtis Harris. When Sauce was 6 years old, he liked Gardner's moves and swagger and during the game, and he initially called him A1 Sauce Sweet Feet Gardner. That's a hell of a name. But and Gardner loved the name, but he shortened it to just Sauce. So it just stuck. So everybody calls him Sauce Gardner. And let's get into it. Like 6'3", 190, cornerback, came out of Cincinnati, the Bearcats. He played there for 3 years, 2019, 2021. And his high school was Martin Luther King in Michigan. And he's only 24 years old right now. And he came out 2022 in NFL draft. He was a first round, 4th pick overall for the New York Jets. 4th pick for a cornerback. That's insane. That's high level. You get picked as a cornerback that high in the draft. That's insane. I mean, you're good. The talent is above everybody else. Like you're picking a cornerback at number 4 is really, something that you show that you're a game changer. You're gonna make a difference for whatever team that picks you. So that is high marks, and I'm just gonna say before I get all this, he went to Cincinnati for 3 years. He was amazing in college. Cincinnati, one of the best players they ever had in their college, and one of the first players to get first round pick from that Cincinnati. His last year in college, he was 2021 ACC Defensive Player of the Year and 2021 Consensus All-American. That is high marks again. And I want to just point out really quick whatever all the stats he had in college. That's great, blah blah blah, great. But the two stats I think that stand out for him is he didn't allow a receiving touchdown for his 3 years. No receiving touchdowns. That is freaking amazing. And they only had 6.6 yards per reception in the last year, 2021. That's all they got on Sauce. Whenever they throw in his direction, whenever a receiver caught it, only averaged out to 6.6 yards per reception. That is so low. That's insane. And no touchdowns. That that is just an accomplishment, you know. But let me tell you what this video is about. I struggle with this video because I was going back and forth, and right now I'm still struggling. But just doing research, like going over it, you know, taking a step back. You know, my first reaction was no. Don't pay Sauce Gardner. We have to move on from him. It's just not worth the money. I was in that. You know what? It eats me up because I'm struggling. But the more and more I think about it, I think that we should keep Sauce Gardner and pay him a long-term contract. I just think all the factors together. I'm gonna list them right now. All the factors together, I just think that it comes together and it makes sense. And I think that if we let him go, we're gonna regret it. We're gonna regret it because people like that just don't come out like that. And I read a little more into him, and you know, he has a lot of rumors and a lot of people saying stuff about him. And you know what? Maybe I did believe a little bit of it. And maybe it is a little bit of true too also, but I maybe just heard other people talking about him like, oh yeah, really? That's unbelievable. I can't believe he's like that. And I didn't do my research. And now I did. And now I think that I made a rational and a decision that we should keep Sauce Gardner. And just let me go through this real quick. You don't have it. Let me go through this real quick, okay? Real quick. When he with the draft, okay, he came out. And when he's coming to draft, he was tall, a corner with long limbs and sticky hands. He's confident and competitive. He's very aggressive off the line. He bangs the receivers like a boxing match. That's what they said. He's good acceleration. He recognizes play development. He cuts off and attacks the passing lanes. He handled Alabama's Jameson Williams. He just in the national semifinal, he just shut him down, and that's a good quality receiver. His weaknesses are below average. He needs to work on his build and strength. His technique needs work. He's got a lot of holding and interference calls, a lot of penalties. That's a big thing that he's gonna have to take care of. We'll go into that a little bit. And his feet work needs more work. His overall quickness maybe needs a little more quickness, and he needs to also work on his tackling after the catch. So those are the three. Now, like I said, he came out first round, the fourth pick in the draft, which is crazy, and he. As soon as he got out, this is what they gave him. They gave him the contract of 4 years, $33 million, about maybe a little bit over for the rookie deal, fully guaranteed. Started in 2022 and a contract runs to 2026. The Jets did pick up the fifth year also option for the 2026 season worth $20.18 million. His contract, he had a signing bonus of $21 million and an average yearly salary of $8,300,000, something like that. So that contract saying that you haven't really done anything yet, but we believe you. We've seen everything you can do. We see your talent, and we're paying you the money because we think that you're going to do great things. I think he did shine when he first started out. I'll go into the stats really quick for the 3 year the years that he's been in the Jets. 3 years, okay. 2022, 17 games, cornerback, 17 games started, 2 interceptions for 19 yards, 20 pass defenders, no sacks, 75 combo tackles, 51 solo, 24 assists, 3 tackles for losses, 1 QB hit, 9.8 yards per reception, 1 touchdown allowed, and 53.5 completion on him. Yak 175, 5 missed tackles, and a total yards of the completions are 452. Now, 2023, New York Jets, cornerback, 16 games started, no interceptions, 11 passes defended, one forced fumble, 57 combo tackles, 41 solo, 16 assists, 2 tackles for losses, no QB hits, no sacks, 10.7 yards per reception, 1 TD allowed, 56.4 completion rate against him, 332 yards against him, Yak 164, 14 missed tackles. Now, 2024, New York Jets, cornerback, 15 games started, 1 interception, 9 passes defended, 1 sack, 49 combo tackles, 36 solo, 13 assists, 1 tackle for loss, 1 QB hit, 16.4 yards per reception, 1 TD allowed, 56.9 completion rate for 541 yards, Yak 149, 8 missed tackles, and we have here a total for 40 games started, 3 interceptions for 19 yards, 40 passes defended, 1 forced fumble, 1 sack, 181 combos, 128 solo, 53 assists, 6 tackles for losses, 2 QB hits, 12 yards per reception, 3 TDs allowed, a 55.3 reception rate, 1,325 yards against him, Yak 488, and 20 missed tackles. Okay, we got all that. Get all that stuff out of the way. Okay, we got that. Now, and through all this is what he he balled out. I would say the first 2 years. Okay, he got 2 Pro Bowls. 2022, 2023. He got 2 first-team All-Pro, 2022, 2023. And he got the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year in 2022. He's the first rookie cornerback since Ronnie Lott. Ronnie Lott, that's a legend, a freaking legend. In 1981, to be named first-team All-Pro. That has never happened except with Ronnie Lott. That's back in 1981. No other cornerback. That, I mean, do I have to say anything else? I really don't think I have to say anything else. Oh my God, that's yes, that is just amazing. And you know what? I'll go into, he came out. There was talk. There was talk even in the draft. There was talk about him. And this is what I'm talking about. This is why he's a confident player in the draft they're talking about, but he was labeled as cocky, and by many evaluators. They also said he had a problem when losing a player in the route. He tends to grab, interfere, and cause him penalties, and that's a big thing. In his years right now, yes, that's been a big thing. Penalties. That kills him. It kills him. Yes, he's doing good, but he's causing so much penalty. Whatever they throw to him, he's got to stop that. That's a big thing. That's a real big thing. Now about his cockiness, he's very cocky. He's confident. Very confident, but maybe goes overboard to the cockiness. But do you label a person because he's cocky that he's no good, that he's not a good player, that he's not comes from a good background, comes from a good family, a good parents, does what he has to do in life, takes care of him, he's with dignity and responsibility and respect and all that stuff. Do you think all that stuff, like, because he's cocky, does that just say, oh, this guy's a bad guy, he's no good, he's no good, he's no good, and outside of football and in football, he's no good? No, you know what? That's shame on me. Shame on me for believing all this stuff and not researching and going over it and just taking what the people are telling me and boom, going right off that without doing other stuff. Bad on me. Because once I started doing a little research, I started going, wow, you know what? Do your research. People don't do your research. They don't. They just take what other people say and they go with it. And that's my mistake too. I'm gonna go really and also, I'm sorry, one more thing. For injuries, he had one injury, hamstring injury, in week 13 of the 2024 NFL season. He missed 1 week, week 14, against Dolphins. That's it, for 3 years. He's not injury prone. He's not going to be out. he plays all the games, and you know what? Let me go into this real quick because it's just like I said. I did a little thing, and then I picked up different stuff. Now, I saw in a video on a Jet podcast, he credits his success to his mom, who's always believed in him, always there to support him. The big thing, I love the big thing. Moms are I'm with the same boat too. I didn't have a father like that, so my mom was a big in my life. So I appreciate him saying that. That's big. I like that. I like that. I like him, not saying, "Oh, I did all by myself." No, I had help. I had help, and I needed help. Now, I'm gonna go into a few more stuff here. Get right into it, okay? And then let's see. Here we go. Okay, real quick. Okay, ready? December 2024. It's a few quotes I'm gonna give to you, and then this is you'll understand. Okay, you'll understand. I want to be a part of something special. I want to be a part of a changing culture around here. I try not to be emotional, like having my feelings all into it when we do interviews. But obviously, losing is not something that I like. Nobody likes losing. Okay, that's something, I love that. I love that about a guy. I love that about a person, that he's competitive and he wants to win. He doesn't want to lose. That is something I want a person on the field, on my team. That's who I want. Okay, January 2025. My mental wasn't all the way there in terms of my positivity, like it should have been. I could have improved when it came to that. I definitely want to be a part of the solution when it comes to turning this organization around, and getting us to the playoffs, and getting us to the Super Bowl. So I'm definitely going to be better next season. In all 3 of my years, this is the most adversity that we face as a team. For me individually, all the adversity that we face as a team, I put it on my shoulders. It makes it hard for me to sleep at night, even if it's stuff that doesn't have anything to do with me directly. This year has definitely helped me. I've grown a lot through all the adversity, and now I realize adversity is a gift. It shows you who you truly are and who the ones around you truly are as well. This is direct quotes from him. He's telling you, everybody's like, oh, he blames everybody else. He doesn't take any responsibility. It's right here. He wants to be a part of the team. First of all, organization, not self, a team. Team. He wants to bring the team into the playoffs, into the Super Bowl. I like that. That's his goals. That's what he sets, and I love that. He sets his goals as Super Bowl. That's it. That's what I want as a player. Also, that's what I want. Now he also says that he puts blame on himself. My 2024 season, yes, I mean, I didn't play as well as I should. It kept me up at night. I should be play better. I got to help this team win, and I didn't do that. And he puts that, and he puts adversity too. He says, adversity, I'll take that. Grant that adversity. I'll hold on to it. I accept it. I want that adversity. I want that challenge. I love that about a person. I want the hard stuff, not easy road. I want to go the hard road. I want all that adversity. I want to fight. And go through that and get to where I need to be, where the team needs to be. That's that Super Bowl. That's what he says. And that's I love that. Okay, another one. I always got those things that I want to be better at. I missed a decent amount of tackles, so I want to make sure I clean this up for the next year. Okay, then he goes into the whole stats saying that you talk about people talking about him. Stats like his stats were mostly the same all 3 years, and they are. I mean, if you look at it, they are mostly all the same. But the eye test on the field, he knows that he didn't play his best. He even says that he missed tackled. He should have done better with the penalties and whatnot. Yes, but he said he's talking to other people talk, and there's a lot of outside noise, distractions about him, like doing this, saying this about him, that he's garbage, he's no good, and at the end he goes, but I'm Sauce Gardner. So that's just what comes with it, and it does. You're come out 4th pick of the draft. Your expectations are that you have to put on a high level every year, every game. And he understands that. He Sauce Gardner. And if he doesn't do that, he's going to get outside distractions and a noise, and they're going to come after him. That's what happened. And this is another one. I definitely want to see a top 5 defense, without a doubt. The mentality has to be there playing this game for the man next to you. And all of us have that accountability to just do our jobs. That is a perfect quote. That is Aaron Glenn quote. Accountability. Work as a team. That's the only way you're going to win in the NFL. That is the only way. The only way. You have to be accountable. Everybody's got to be accountable on that whole team. Everybody, every man in that locker room has to be accountable. And you have to just, that's all you do. You're there for each other and you do your job, and that's it. And that's how you win. That's how you win. That's how you get Super Bowls. Look at the other teams. They get Super Bowls. Eagles, Chiefs. Everybody, look at that. Accountability. Just doing your job every day. This is a perfect quote. This is what a coach wants. This is Aaron Glenn. I can see if Aaron Glenn talked to this guy, put him in his office, and he's saying this, and I know he's saying the same stuff. He wants this guy on the team. I tell you that right now. Okay, I tell you right now. And just to double it up, Aaron Glenn, the coach of the New York Jets. He played 1994 to 2001 with the Jets, and he was a first-round pick also. A first-round pick in 1994. And he played like 10 years for the Jets. And he was a cornerback, and a hell of a damn good cornerback. And so the quotes, him coming and being shown who he really is, and then Aaron Glenn's already a cornerback and knows the position and knows what he has to go through and can teach him more, as he's still young, and make him a better player. It's it's a marriage made in heaven. That's what it is. It's two to coming together at the same time and interconnecting. And this is it. Aaron Glenn and Sauce Gardner, both cornerbacks, both first-round picks, and both played for the Jets, and a hell of a goddamn good cornerbacks. This is you. Don't you see? It just doesn't happen. It just doesn't happen like this. And what this, I'm telling you, I'll be shocked if they don't sign Sauce Gardner with the contract. Just with all the factors going with this, everything that I told you about, the quote, him as a person, just his stats, his strengths, his weaknesses, just everything he did in his career to now, and who is he as a person, not just an NFL player, as a person. You can tell. I don't know this guy. I never met him, but just research him. Now it's all coming out. Now it's like before it was like, oh, this guy's cocky. He's arrogant. He doesn't care about the team, individual. No, everything's total opposite. You just take the noise like I did, and once again, bad on me. I just gotta stop doing that. I am emotional sometimes, and I just take things off the boom, right off my head. Boom, I gotta go crazy without thinking about it. Let's take a step back. And that's what I should have done. And I did that now. And I definitely, even though I struggled, and now I realize, and I'm 100% right now, we need to sign Sauce Gardner. We need to sign Sauce Gardner to a long-term contract. Luigi, Aaron Glenn, you know what we have. You know what you have in Sauce Gardner. You know. And he's going to be an integral part of the team to take this team to a next level, to the playoffs, to the Super Bowl. And we have to keep this guy. Sauce Gardner is what we need on the team. This is who we need. Just like Garrett Wilson, with the video I did, we need him too, and sign him to a long-term contract. We need Sauce Gardner too. Both of them. One on offense, one on defense. Two best players on the team. And this is how you make a team. This is how you have the team go to new levels. And with the coach, with Aaron Glenn, this just all comes together. All comes together. Now, one last thing. More research. Sauce Gardner returned to the University of Cincinnati to walk onto the graduation commencement stage and collect his diploma in August of 2023. That's right. He continued taking classes during he played 2022, but during spring semester, he took classes and finished up his degree in interdisciplinary studies. This is his mom always told him to put school first. It's another quote. It's a box that I feel like was unchecked. My mom always told me to put school first. It's big for me, and I know it's big for her as well. Bam. That's a guy who respects and loves his mother like that, and credits her for everything that where he is right now. I mean, I don't. Do I have to say anything else? That's a hell of a person. That's a person who knows who's he's got a head on his shoulder. He got a head on his shoulder, and he knows what matters. He knows what matters. Family, 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 and you know what his second family is? The New York Jets. That's a family too. Locker room, all those guys are all family. Okay? And that's, if he thinks of his mom like that, he brings the same energy to the locker room, brings the same energy to the New York Jets football organization. And this is something that I'm now 100% not one doubt. We need this guy on our team. We need this guy signed long term. Sauce Gardner, New York Jet for life. Okay, so now anybody, please, anybody, just get those comments, get those chats down. Please, whatever you think. What do you think about my video? Do you think that we should sign Gardner for long term? Or do you think that, nah, he's not worth it. He's not worth it. He's not playing. He's not playing that good. We need to, just move on from him. But, tell me what you think. Tell me what you think. He's, okay, one last thing before, okay, like I said, chats, comments, I appreciate all that. And just get that down because I respond to everything. But one more thing. Sauce Gardner, like on the field, like just watching, besides all the stats, I gave her all the stats. I gave her all that stuff. But just looking at him eye test, watching him on the field, he just does. People like other teams just most times don't pass to his section to where he's playing because they know he's locked on the receiver. And this is something like more and more you think about it, like you just don't get these people. You don't find cornerbacks like this. You don't do it. You don't find them. And yes, he has to clean up some stuff, but I think with Aaron Glenn, it's going to be cleaned up real good, real quick. And you'll see, I think he's going to have a hell of a season this year. A hell of a season. An all-pro season this year. I even think that they may make the playoffs. But that's another, farther down the lane. We'll see what happens. But, I'm just saying, let me know if you think I'm crazy. Am I going, like, I should have went with my first instinct and say, get this guy off the team? Or did I reevaluate myself, reevaluate everything that I've been hearing, and then do my research, and now I'm 100% for Sauce Gardner? What do you think? Leave it down in the chat. And also, any new people to the channel, please subscribe. Please help me out. I'm working hard. I'm doing all this stuff, and we're doing good, okay? And just leave your likes, your comments, everything. View time. I love it. Okay? So I'm going to sign out now until the next video, and you know what's coming up. Let's go, Jack!